Hey guys, it's Dee with Dee's Coloring Den. So I got these pencils. They're the Deli pencils. They're supposed to be just like, or not just like, but close to the Polychromos. So I've already got some out because I wanted to test them. I was going to do the unboxing with you guys, but I decided I wanted to work with them a little bit, and let's check them out. There are a few things that I noticed that I did not care for, but they are a budget pencil, so you can't really complain. Like this tip, see how it's broken? Not many of them came this way, but there were a few that did. So here's another one. The tip is just kind of broken. But I mean, they are a budget pencil, so you really can't complain too much. They're in good shape otherwise. Let's compare the Polychromos to the Deli pencil. Let's see. Let's get these out of the way for a minute. So here's the Polychromo. It is bluish turquoise, $149. You guys can see that on there. Here's the tip. How the tip looks. Okay. There's the end. And they're just beautiful, period. They're just beautiful pencils. Okay, and here is the Deli. There is no color name, but there are numbers, and they are numbered from what I could tell. I think it starts, let me look, just a second. Whoops. Looks like it starts at 101 and goes up. And there are 72 pencils in the set, so, but it does say Deli there, and then color pencil here, and then the number. Here's the tip. Here's the end, and then I will put them together and show you what they look like. The Polychromo has the gold band. The Deli pencil has the silver. They are both closed-ended, so that it's better, in my opinion. The leads won't fall out. They both have the same size barrel. And they both look like they have the same size lead. So, I'm going to show you what I did already with them. And then we're going to test them together. So, I colored one of these with Polys and the other one with Delis. Colored one of these with Polys and one with Deli. And this one I colored with Deli. So, can you tell which is which? Do you want me to tell you which is which? I'll tell you which is which. This one's the Polychromo. Or no, I'm sorry, hang on. Uh-oh, now I'm confused. Yeah, that's right. Poly, Deli. Polys, Delis. This whole flower is Delis. So we're going to play around with them a little bit here together. So let me pull out my colors. Make sure that I have the match. Okay, there's the blues, or the dark blues, I mean, and here's the light blues. So I've got 3 colors, which means I have 6 pencils. So they're all blues, just different shades. So let's try them, shall we? Okay, so we're going to start with, I'll color this flower here. I'm starting with the Deli. What I do is I just go all over the petal, real light pressure. Okay, I'll color a couple of them this way with the Delis. Go all over the petal. Okay, and then I'll take my next shade. Nope, wrong pencil. Pay attention. This is the, I'm sorry. I mixed them. Oh, because one of them rolled over. Whoops. Okay, so I color. This is the Deli pencil. Sorry, my other blues rolled into the mid color. And I colored a little over halfway, and I get lighter as I get to the end, or close to the end. But I color harder at the bottom, which I think is pretty much how everybody does it, really. Everybody has their own way of doing it. Okay, and then next is my darkest shade. It's the color pencil, or color pencil, the Deli. Okay. And then I find, let me get the Polychromos out of here so that I don't mix them up. 1 second. And then I go over it again with my lightest color. And then my middle color. And my dark color. You really don't have to even do this many layers. I'm kind of heavy-handed anyway, so I probably wouldn't even need to do this many layers. But I'm doing it for the sake of the video. So I'm just going over it one more time with my light color here. And also, I wanted to make the little divot. Okay, and then this is just me. I don't know if you guys use these or not, but I do. My colorless blender, I just go in and use that very lightly just to kind of smooth it out. Not to even really blend the colors, but mostly just to smooth the colors out. Because I feel like they blend well enough on their own, really. I hope it's light enough in here because the sun seems to be going in a little. Whoa! It's getting dark. Just going over it very lightly. Again, just to smooth the colors out. You could also use a Q-tip. I know a few YouTubers use Q-tips. I have, just to rub over and smooth them out. Okay. Use my little mermaid makeup brush that I use for blending or brushing off the shavings, crumbs, whatever you want to call them. Okay, now we're going to start with the polys. So I go in with my lightest color. And I really don't have 2 full petals, so I'll just color this one. And you just go in with a light hand, as light as you can if you're heavy-handed like me. I seem to color darker than most people. I hope it's bright enough in here now. I feel like, let me see if I can pull this back a little. Whoops, I'm so sorry. Stay still. That might help a little bit. Okay, and then mid color. This is, I'm sorry, I didn't even tell you guys the colors. For the polys, I'm using light cobalt turquoise 154, and then the mid-range light phthalo blue 145, and the darkest is bluish turquoise 149. And then for the Deli pencils, the lightest is number 137, and the mid-range is 135. Darkest is 134. Okay, and now I'm going in with my mid color, my middle, which is the light phthalo blue 145. You guys can tell that I normally don't do videos like this because I'm all over the place. But that's alright. You gotta start somewhere. So I hope everybody's doing good, staying healthy and safe. We're doing all right. My husband is diabetic. He went to see his podiatrist and she did a little work on his feet. She was shaving off the skin on his right big toe because he had a, what do you call those? A callus. She shaved off a little too much. I'm now going in with the bluish turquoise 149. And it turned into an ulcer. So that got infected. And they said that it was almost to his bone. They said if we would not have taken him in, he probably would have lost his toe. We didn't even notice, we didn't even realize that it was bad because he doesn't have feeling in his feet. But our little dog, Franny, started wanting to pay attention to his toe. So I checked it and it was just a mess. It was a mess. So I had him call the doctor. It was after hours. She called him back because we got a hold of his answering service. She called him back and I told him just to have her, if anything, if nothing else, see if she could call in some antibiotics, which she did. And then they called him yesterday and wanted him to come in. He's seen a different doctor and they took some x-rays and things of his foot. Oh, I'm going in with the lightest again, which is light cobalt, I cannot say that. Light cobalt turquoise 154. They did some x-rays and things, and luckily it didn't go to his toe or his bone, and they cut off all the dead bad skin. Sorry, I know that's gross, but now we just have to keep an eye on it and hope that it doesn't get infected, and he has to go to the foot doctor, podiatrist, once a week until it's healed. I'm a little upset at her because I feel like she was in a really big hurry that day. She had another doctor in there with her trying to learn some things, and I feel like she was in a really big hurry, and I feel like that's what caused it. That's what caused her to cut off too much skin. I know, you know, accidents happen and things, but he went to her for care, and I feel like she just kind of, now she's acting like she doesn't remember doing it, and I don't like that. It just bothers me because she definitely did it. Now the mid-range again, which is light phthalo blue, 145. Go over all that again. And then we'll go back in with the dark. Sorry. Excuse me. And once I'm done with this, you guys are going to be amazed. It amazed me. Just going over it lightly just to kind of flatten the color. Smooth it. Not flatten it, but smooth it out. Kind of move it around just a little. Okay, so there's the Delis. Here's the Polys. I got outside the lines a little, so I'm going to, whoops, straighten that up a little bit. If I can get in there without, you know what, I think I'd feel better if I used this one. Because I'm trying to demonstrate and I don't want to lose any of my color. Okay. Now, let's see if you guys, I'll kind of pull it up closer to the camera. And then you guys, if I can stop bumping the camera, can tell me what you think. If I can get it up here. So sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, so it's this flower right here. These were the Delis. These were the Polys. Can you guys tell the difference? Because I cannot. And I also used the oranges. The only thing that I noticed about the oranges was, and it could have been my, you know, the colors that I chose. Maybe they didn't match as well as they should have. So here are the oranges that I chose for those. I chose, let's see, we're going to use, I'm going to do the Polys first. Okay, so for the Polys, I've got the darkest color, light cadmium red, 117. Mid-range is orange glaze, 113. The lightest color is dark chrome yellow, 109. And then for the Deli pencils, we have number 113. And then for the mid-range, we have 112. And then for the lightest, which I think this is where I went wrong, really. I should try to find a more yellow color, because this one's kind of peachy, but I mean, it worked. It is 111. Let me see if we have a different, like a yellowish color. More of a yellow-orange. Maybe this one. Let me see if this one looks any better. One second, guys. Actually, let me look at the lightest Polychromo here. You know what? I think that does look a little better because, oh, I don't know. Which color do you think's closer? You think that one's closer or this one's closer to that one? The bottom one? Okay. So I'm going to keep out the one I already had. Okay. Now, let's do this. First, I'm going to start off with the polys. And I always start off with the lightest and I go all over it. So it's dark chrome yellow 109. Which color should I, or which flower should I color? Maybe this big, oh no, there's another one of these. I'll do it. It's smaller, but that's all right. Go all over the petals. Sorry. Excuse me. And then, oh, I did, okay. That's all right. 3. The polys gets 3 petals. Then I go halfway up with the lightest, and these need sharpened. One moment. This one needs sharpened. Let me get, oh, that won't fit in there. I forgot. It's a bigger pencil. I may end up having to use my big sharpener. Oh, that was a big cough. Okay, I think the rest of them are okay. So, excuse my arm. If y'all saw that, I apologize. And then we go halfway up. So I hope everybody's doing good. I think I already said that, but I do hope everybody's doing good. And that you guys had a good weekend. We are doing the best we can. I try not to come on and complain too much, you know, because this is a coloring channel, so it's not my lifestyle channel. Alright, and then the darkest color is a light cadmium red 117. And I just put that at the bottom. I really just color them whichever, you know, whatever way I feel like coloring them. Doesn't really matter. It's your book, it's your flower, so color it however you want. Go over it again with my lightest. And again with the medium. I got my husband and Franners sitting here with me. They're kind of watching me. That's one thing I can say is my husband supports my coloring. He loves it. And then I've got the dark color. Okay, and then I'm going to come in. I usually go over it again, but I'm not going to with the lightest color. Let me get this blue off of my blender here. Don't want to ruin the flowers. So the way I'm probably going to do this is I'm going to make this part, like the stems and the leaves and stuff, like an olive green color. The flowers orange and blue, and the bird's probably going to be shades of purple, but I haven't decided yet. I don't know what color to do that though. The gem. I need to look up how to color gems because, I mean, I've got those Helen Elliston books and I think they have gems in them. So I could use those. Okay, so there's that flower, or those petals. And then next, we are going to use the Deli pencils. Start with the lightest, which is 111. These lay down really smooth, and they're very pigmented too, so, and they just lay down real smooth. Go in with the mid-range, which is 112. Then we go in with the darkest, which is 113. I love to color. It's so relaxing, especially if you don't have to feel pressured. It's just so nice to be able to sit down and color, especially when you don't feel good. It always seems to make me feel a little bit better. The only thing is, though, right now my workstation is also my coloring station, and I don't like that because I feel like I'm always at work. It's like I can't get away from it. And Lord, work is stressful. But we'll eventually have my craft room back up and running again. And I had some shelves up on the walls. My husband put them up, and I just put too much stuff up there, and they fell one night in the middle of the night, scared us all half to death. Everything come crumbling down to the ground. We got it all picked up, and the room just became kind of a storage kind of dumping room. Everything we got, we just kind of stuck in there, and we're working on it, but it's slow. It's a slow process. We did get a lot done one day, though, so. But it's still a slow process. Anyone who has done any work like that, you know that it takes a while, especially when it was as big a mess as my room was. Okay. So here is the orange pencil. So can you tell, whoops, I'm sorry, duh, get it in the frame. Can you tell which leaves were which, or which petals? Can you tell that these three were the polys and these two were the delis? Because I cannot. I cannot. They all look really good. So that's my take on it. If you guys are looking for budget-friendly pencils and you want something that's like a Polychromo, these things are great. And I think I only paid, because there was like a 5 or 10% off coupon that they add, you know, at the end when you go to check out. I think I paid like $24 or something like that. Super duper duper cheap. But they don't lay down like they're super cheap. And I may, before it's over, before the price goes up, once everybody starts getting the, you know, the word and everybody starts buying them up, I'm going to order another set to have as a backup, because they're so much like the Polychromo. And I mean, why pay a fortune for the Polychromos when you could buy these Deli pencils and have like almost to a T, the same outcome? I don't know. So you guys, they also have them, I think they're a little bit cheaper if you buy them in the roll. But I didn't want the roll because I'm not a big fan of the rolls, really. I like to have my own, the actual book type cases. So, but they are, I think, a little bit cheaper if you buy the roll. But I didn't want the roll. I wanted the case like this. And it does come with this little black thing. It just says Deli. And then it's got Chinese writing on the other side. I guess that's probably the quality control. And it is 2 trays, and you guys can see all the beautiful colors. And I will go ahead and put them up now that I've got it opened. It's Polychromo, that's a Polychromo. Here's, that one goes there. That one probably goes there. And then this one goes back here. Or wait, no, I didn't have any greens out. Okay, so that's fine. And then the oranges. I like how they're numbered too, because they are in order. So, and I'll probably just, when I put mine in a case, I'm probably going to keep them in order. Hold on. Okay, here we go. 10, 11, 12, and 13. So there, got them all put back up. But yeah, I don't see anything wrong with the way that they're in there. I normally put my pencils in just, I mean, I know some people put them in exactly the same way every time, in every single case, same color order. I put mine in, if they match, they match, you know. I put my greens with the greens, blues with the blues. It doesn't have to be the exact same way every time. So that is it. And if you guys want to know, this book is Seasons by Hannah Carlson. And I thought I would come on and just show you guys these wonderful, wonderful, wonderful pencils. If you guys have $25 that you can spare and you want some cheap pencils that don't look or work like cheap pencils, you should get these pencils because they're awesome. And I think they're wax-based. I know that the polys are oil, but I'm telling you, these are awesome, and they're a lot like the Polychromos. So that is it. That is my review. I hope you guys liked it, and they are non-toxic, by the way. But anyway, I hope you guys liked the review. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will link these in the description below. And that is it. Guys, go ahead and subscribe, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will talk to you guys later. Stay safe. Bye.